our next leaders of the next generation. Amen? And this organization is geared towards empowering them to maintain their faith values while participating in the political process. Now, this organization first started as an initiative of Associate Pastor Sharon Patterson. Sharon Patterson is an Associate Pastor of Victory Church International. And as a part of her pastoral project, she was called by God to engage the youth and young adults of our community. We, myself, and Miss Felicia Henry in the back, served as her midwives to birth this project out. And believe you me, we made her push. Also, this has been a really interesting journey for me. I've been able to communicate and contact with so many different great leaders of our community. I've been able to meet and greet so many empowered and strong young people. And I've also been able to go on a soul-searching journey. We've had our strives, we've worked countless hours for you. We've had many disagreements. But let me tell you, what unites us is greater than what divides us. And what unites us is first, our love for Christ. And second, our love for you. So we hope that you are informed. We hope that you get engaged and involved. And we hope that you leave here voting your conscience. The panel will be as follows. We will give each presenter 5 minutes to state their platform. Then, after each presenter has stated their 5 minutes, you, the audience, will ask questions. This is your microphone here. You can come up at any time that you want. We also have anonymous cards if you don't feel comfortable at the mic. So you can raise your hand at any time and ask someone for an index card. Now, panelists, you have 5 minutes. Minister Michelle Houston is your timekeeper. She will hold up the time, and I am the moderator. I will cut you off. All right? So, we hope that you are informed. We hope that you get engaged. We're going to start with the DREAM Act. I presume that everyone has their informational. Does anyone not have? Does anyone need any materials where you can also follow along? Ushers, can we make sure this young lady gets some materials? Panelists, you will also have a quick 30 seconds to introduce yourself and what you do. We're going to wait until she gets materials. So, you know, we are starting with question 4, and question 4 is the DREAM Act. Delegate Griffith.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay?
Please use the microphone.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty loud, but I'll get as close to the mic as I can. I'm Delegate Melany Griffith, and I first want to give honor to God and say what a pleasure it is to be here this morning. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out and thank you to Sharon Patterson, who worked tirelessly in my office, and I really appreciate the invitation and the opportunity to come. And a few other folks, obviously Felicia Henry, who also worked in my office in Annapolis. Sherma Jack Rousseau is here. She's still working with me. And the staff of Jay Walker, Delegate Jay Walker is here, Alicia Adams. So I wanted to acknowledge her as well. And to all of you, to the presenters that will be following, and certainly to the senior pastor, good morning.
Good morning.
I am the delegate for the 25th Legislative District, and as such, I have been in office since I was elected in 1998. I was 10 then, for those of you that are doing math back then. But I've had the honor of working with some incredible people and learning a lot. And the issue that I've been asked to speak about, the first issue this morning, the DREAM Act, I'll share with you kind of the process that I went through to make the decision. And ultimately, I will tell you that I ended up voting for the bill that was before us in Annapolis. And let me also acknowledge Mr. Bateman, who will be speaking in just a few moments. Really, a bill was presented to not discuss or debate immigration in the United States of America or even in the state of Maryland. The bill that was presented to me was about providing access to education for students in the state of Maryland. And I looked at the bill from the perspective of a representative of the citizens of Prince George's County. For those of you that don't know, the 25th district includes Largo, Kettering, Suitland, Forestville, District Heights, Mitchellville. I have a part of Clinton, Camp Springs, Morningside. It's a very big district. The Prince George's Community College is in my district. So one of the first things that I did when I heard about the legislation is talk to the president of the community college, read through the bill, talk with other legislators, and I really wasn't sure when the bill was first presented whether or not it was fair and in the best interest of our state. But ultimately, I'll tell you the factors that caused me to vote for the bill. In order to qualify for in-state tuition at a community college, the students must have attended for the last 3 years and graduated from a Maryland high school. They must plan to attend college within 3 years of their high school graduation, come from a family that has paid Maryland income taxes for at least 3 years prior to entering college, including at least 1 year during high school, and a year between entering college after high school and during college. And they must sign an affidavit stating that they will apply for permanent residency within 30 days after becoming eligible to do so. Based on those provisions, and quite honestly, the bill went through a lot of configurations before it got to final passage so that you all, the voters, will have an opportunity to reach a final decision. But I felt that my colleagues in the state did a very thorough job of making sure that there was little, if any, chance that the provision could be abused. Now, that being said, I heard from people who supported the bill and people who opposed the bill. And I understand that people want to make sure that we're not encouraging activities that are not legal in our country or our state. I completely understand that. However, I also, as a mother, have 2 sons who have no voice in where I chose to raise them and where I chose to send them to school. And so my 2 sons attended high school in Prince George's County, and I made that decision for them. Now, the students, the difference in the legislation wasn't whether or not a student can attend school in the state of Maryland, it was whether or not they can pay in-state tuition. So the bottom line is, can we make college affordable for these young people who attended 3 years of high school in our county and our state? And I believe that it is in the best interest of our state and our county to have young people receive the highest level of education that they're capable of receiving and interested in receiving. I did some research and learned that in the 10 states where they have this provision passed, the most impacting states have 300 students that have taken advantage of the provision. So ultimately, I mentioned earlier my conversation with the president of the community college. I asked her if she believed that this legislation would overwhelm the college with new students that could somehow prevent our children that have been here their whole lives from getting a slot. And she assured me that she had been, and you know, we belong to National Association, she does too, and that she had talked with her colleagues and counterparts in other states, and the numbers, like the 300 number that I just quoted, in the largest of states, and I think one of them is California, she did not believe that that would overwhelm Prince George's Community College. The number of students that would be eligible and possibly take advantage of this provision would just mean a few more educated students in our county. And so for those reasons, when I was asked to cast a vote, I voted yes, because I believe that providing opportunities for affordable education is in all of our best interests. The students are here. They did not choose to move here. Most of them moved here with family members. They've attended, we've paid for their public education when they attended those 3 years of high school. So I see that my time is up, and I'm going to stop and pause there and say thank you, and I'll be back for answers if I have any.